Now, China and Russia are getting closer to each other and promising to keep an eye on a common rival, and that's the United States.
Well, the Chinese and the Russian leadership today held talks. Their discussions focused on how Washington is harming the interests of Beijing and Moscow.
Now, according to Moscow, in the hour-long phone call, the two leaders pledged closer ties. They also agreed that the United States is implementing a policy of dual containment of their countries, because they tried to expand their global influence as well as trade and defense ties over the last 2 years. On the one hand, the United States has criticized China over a number of issues, including its conduct towards Taiwan, and on the other, Russia-US relations have nosedived since the war in Ukraine.
Moscow has looked to Beijing for a crucial economic lifeline after the West hit Russia with sanctions over the war in Ukraine. Incidentally, China and Russia declared a no-limits partnership in February 2022 when Putin visited Beijing just days before he sent tens of thousands of troops into Ukraine. Beijing has since declined to blame Moscow for the war and condemned Western sanctions on Russia.
Beijing has also tried to profit by securing discounts from Russia for oil and gas that was not sold to Europe.
Last year, both leaders reprised their friendship, signing a statement on deepening the strategic partnership and bilateral ties. Putin had accused the United States of undermining global stability while asserting that economic cooperation between Moscow and Beijing was a priority.
In a veiled dig at the United States during the phone call, Xi Jinping told Putin that both leaders must defend their sovereignty, security and interests of their countries.
While opposing interference in internal affairs by external forces, discussing the situation in the Asia-Pacific region, Moscow said the Russian president reaffirmed his principled position on the Taiwan issue, which is to support the One China policy.